Hey everybody, Professor Cynical back again with another glitch video. Now in today's video we are going to be testing every single duplication glitch for the new update of 2.62. But before we do get into that guys, I have a quick message for you. Come join the Professor Cynical's Patreon club. Doesn't matter if you're new or a pro, everyone is welcome. Become part of an ever-growing community and transcend to the next level. With selected tiers, you can get exclusive benefits such as Discord privileges and ranks. Watch my daily content before anybody else on YouTube. And get access to Professor Cynical exclusive merch you'll only find on Patreon, completely free with selected tiers, and it's shipped directly to your door. So the question remains guys, what are you waiting for? Come join the ever-growing Professor Cynical Patreon family today. Also guys, I just want to mention as well, I have new items in the Teespring store. You can click on the link in the video description down below, rock bottom prices, so you're going to get yourself some juicy Professor Cynical swag. Again, link in the video description down below. Alright guys, let's get into today's video. Alright guys, so I'm going to start us off gently. We're going to test the personal refinery duplication glitch. So for those who don't know what that is, all you need is your personal refiner and an item that you want to duplicate. So we're going to use this item right here, and we just need to put that now into our personal refiner like so, and then we need to jump in and out of our ship. That will create a save point. Go back into your personal refiner, put it back into your exosuit. Now we need to give over an item to somebody, and I'm going to give somebody a pretty decent item. I'm going to give someone some indium. Why not? Alright, so we need to give somebody an item now. So we need to find, hopefully, the first one, because lately, I don't know why, it's not been so easy to transfer over an item, but anyway, I digress. See what I mean? See what I mean? Everyone just seems to be full. Now, I don't know if it's like a glitch in the game, or whether or not people are just legitimately just have too much stuff on them. But there we go anyway, I digress. Once you send over an item, reload your auto save. Now, guys, just remember, if the item doesn't send straight away, it's absolutely fine. That can happen with cross-platform. So when you're transferring over an item, let's say I'm on PC and I transfer over to somebody who is on Xbox or PlayStation, it can take a small bit of time to transfer over. But like I said, guys, here we go. We've reloaded our autosave, and bing, bang, boom, we now have two. Absolutely amazing. Absolutely love that glitch. It is fantastic. All right, guys, so our next stop will be the freighter. Welcome to my freighter, everybody. Alright, so we need to go up to the back room that I've got to set up, and it's got some large, medium, and small refiners in it. So we're going to test whether or not we're able to still duplicate with them. Alright guys, here we go. So we're going to put an item in the big refiner. I'm going to do one medium refiner and one small refiner. I'm only going to put one item in each, but with the bigger refiners, you can put more in. However, just a word of caution, because 1 out of every 10 times, what can happen is for some reason, the game will actually delete what's in the refiners. So it means you'll lose that item completely. There's no way to pretty much get it back. So don't do this particular glitch for anything that I would like to call like mission critical. So if it's worth like, let's say, you know, 50 million or something, or 500,000, or if you just really need it, there are plenty of other duplication methods out there. But you know, this is still a really quick and easy method if you're just planning on doing for small things, if that makes sense. So like ferrite, dust, that kind of thing. That's what I'm trying to get at here. But nonetheless, guys, we're going to double check as always to see if this is working. So like I said, we picked up the items, we jumped in and out of our ship. Now we need to get the items back out, which is what we're doing right now. So remember, I only put one item in each. And the last but not least, the frigate fuel. Alright, so now we need to run back to our ship. Now if you want to make this even faster and you have a whole room dedicated with refiners and things like that, try and build closer to these stairs, because it'll make your run times even quicker. However, like I said, I don't use this glitch as often as I used to, because there are better methods out there for what I want to use it for. But nonetheless, guys, we need to jump in our ship like we have done here, and we need to fly off into space. Once we're in space, we need to do something called a flyby. Now, a flyby, for anybody who doesn't know, is what we call an activator glitch. Now, as we are flying into the anomaly itself, we get an item ready to transfer. When you get an item ready to transfer and somebody pops up, it can take a small second. So I don't know if you can see in the background there, when you see like the blinding flash of light, is usually when everyone will start to populate in. Once that happens, guys, it can be a little bit slow. However, if you get it just right, you can also do a secondary glitch here. So I've just transferred over an item, so that's been transferred over. However, I was quick enough where once I transferred that item over, I also transferred that item into my exosuit. Now, I can confirm it was sent over because on the left-hand side it says it was sent over, albeit in French, I think, but nevertheless, but look at that. I actually get to keep that item as well. So they've got a duplicated item that I've used technically for glitching, and I get to keep the item that I give them as well. So, I mean, there we go. It doesn't happen all the time, but if you can see the lag spike when you transfer, if you're quick enough, you can actually transfer that item over to your exosuit and duplicate it that way. So that's just a quick pro tip for you. It's not a set in stone method because it doesn't always work, but when it does, it's quite fun to do. All right, so we are nearly back at these refiners here and going into the big refiner. Yeah, there we go, guys. There we go. So we've just duplicated all these lovely items and going into our small one just for the proof is in the pudding here. Fantastic. So here we go. Look at all these items. All these items are absolutely fantastic. And the best thing is, it's taken us less than, a few minutes just to get this one done. Alright, guys. So for the next glitch, we need to go back to the anomaly. So I'll see you on the flip side. Alright, guys. So for this next one, to make it easier for yourselves, be in the anomaly like we are right now and go over to a terminus. Now, preferably go to one of your own bases. So I'm going to go to Meet the Cynicals base. And again, I'll meet you over at the flip side. Alright, guys, so we're in the Meet the Cynicals base, and we're going to come outside for a quick moment here, because we have those 4 items. We've got these lovely 4 items, and we're going to go ahead and duplicate it. So what we need to do, first of all, is load up our geology cannon, because we're going to do something called the Dead Man's Glitch. And the way you work this is very, very simple. We need to, first of all, prime our geology cannon. Now, for me, I just need to get some metal plating very quick, and then we can go ahead and get some unstable plasma, and then we're just going to fuel it up from here. I'm going to leave this part in just in case you didn't know, anybody who's new to the game didn't know how to use a geology cannon or how to fuel its ammo, but that's how you do it. Alright, so like I said, we've got these 4 items here. Now we're going to go ahead and, yeah, we're just going to do that. Yeah, we're just going to blow our legs off, essentially, and put us into oblivion. So, what's going to happen is, if the glitch is still working, we're now going to spawn right back at Meet the Cynicals base. But, like I said, the reason we went through the anomaly, because the next step makes it incredibly easy to get back to the anomaly, and we're going to exploit a brand new feature in the game. So, quickly checking my exosuit there, like I just shown you. I got all my items back in, but they wasn't there before until I picked up my gravestone. So, if we go into our menu like we just did there, and go to return to the anomaly function, that's what I'm doing right now, we can actually skip getting back into our ship, going off into space, calling in the anomaly, doing a flyby. We can skip all that. We can literally just do this one quick and easy return to the anomaly function, which again, it saves so much time, and it's a new addition to the game, and I love exploiting it for my own mischievous deeds, like I am right now. Now, the only problem with this is it can take a small minute for people to start loading in. It's a bit quicker on PC, however, on Xbox and console. Don't worry about it if you don't see anybody for the first 30 seconds, but people will start to come in. Alright, so there we go. I'm going to transfer over an item, and then I'm going to reload my autosave. So like I said, guys, it actually takes quite a big chunk of time out, which saves you so much time in the long run, especially if you're doing runs and runs and runs of the Dead Man's Glitch. It saves you so much time doing it this way, trust me. Alright, so we're just about loaded back in here. So what's going to happen, if the glitch is still working, we're going to quickly double check our exosuit once I'm loaded back in properly. Here we go. So yeah, so I've still got the items that I picked up from my gravestone originally. Now when we go outside, I should be there, yeah, there we go. So we can now go back to our grave and pick those items up again, even though originally we already did. So technically this is an awesome glitch. If, for example, you have an entire inventory, it can only be your main inventory, but if you have an entire inventory full, let's say, of activated indium or Starship AI vials, for example, or S-class upgrade modules, you know, you can become filthy nanite rich, filthy unit rich very, very quickly using this method. Alright, so what we did there as well, just whilst I was chatting about that, we jumped in and out of our ship, and we come over now to our exocraft. And in our exocraft, we're going to go to, like I'm in the Colossus right now, so we're going to use the Colossus for this. You can use all of the exocraft at once, you can use 1 or 2 exocraft, it's up to you. So I'm going to put in just a few of those items again into our exocraft, and I'm going to jump in and jump out of my ship here. Then what I'm going to do is, once I've done that, is run back over to the exocraft and pick those items back out, because we are now seeing if the exocraft duplication glitch still works. Now all we're doing with these glitches in particular is exploiting the game mechanics that allows us to pretty much anything with an inventory. There is a pretty high probability that you can glitch it in such a way to duplicate items. So here we go. So this is what the exocraft glitch is all about. So I pulled the items back out now after saving the game. So now I have in total all 8 of those items back. So remember, I only put 4 in and I kept 4 back just for display purposes only. Or so I said demonstration purposes only, not display. I digress anyway. So we need to go up into space here. So this is the part where if you wanted to be in the anomaly beforehand, go and jump through to a planet and then do this, and then you can just return to the anomaly function and it skips this part. However, this is still another way to do it. So we're just going to do a flyby, as I said before earlier on, where you get an item ready to transfer. When you see the bright flash of light, see somebody, send it. Fantastic. Make sure it says send, reload your autosave. But like I said, guys, if when you're flying through and there is no one available because they're slightly out of range or whatever the case may be, just fly out again and do the fly out. So do the exact same as flying in, but flying out. Have an item ready. Sometimes you can get somebody. If you don't get anybody, just fly right back in. No need to mess about. Just fly right back in, because what happens is the game loads up a different instance of the anomaly, which means different players, and you should get somebody. Alright, anyway, again, we're back in our game. You see the inventory there, everything is still in there, and if everything is still working correctly, when we go to our exocraft, boom, look at that, guys. We have just duplicated all of these items. Now, I've been doing this, as you can see, with S-class upgrades, because it gives you so much nanites. It's pretty fun. But nonetheless, guys, that's every single non-duplication glitch updated for you guys for 2.62. Everything is currently working as of the 1st of August. How about that, guys? But as always, I want to thank my wonderful patrons for today's video. I would like to thank Richard Borjeff, The Dreads Guy, Captain Z1420, Mr. Dreads, Jillidad, Dom Mega 1976, Bird, Westland, Alan, Frank, Reese, Rene, and I want to thank our wonderful superfans. So Superfan Steve, Superfan Jerry, Superfan John, Superfan Alex, and Superfan Brian. And guys, I want to thank our wonderful YouTube members as well: Kelmia, Frisco Bay Pelican, Astros AJ, and the new Fine Art. Guys, thank you all so much for your continued support to the channel, guys. It really does mean the world to me. Now, if you, the viewer, like what I do, why not consider subscribing to the channel if you haven't already? Hit the notification bell to become part of the notification squad, and don't forget to leave a like for this video so everybody can see it and everyone can take advantage. Also, why not consider joining the Patreon family and click that Patreon link in the video description down below. Or you can come and join us over on YouTube Be a YouTube member today by clicking the join icon bottom right of your screens. Anyway, guys, that's everything from me here today. Thank you all so much for watching. And as always, my name is Professor Cynical, and I'll catch you all again in the next one. Bye for now.